Hallo liebe Freunde, ja, wir sind jetzt hier bei dem aktuellen neuen Sonic und ich bin ganz arg froh, euch eine neue Sonic-Welt vorstellen zu können. Wir sind bei den Entwicklern, wir haben die Entwickler bei uns und können ein bisschen über Sonic reden. Eine gute alte IP, die wir schon seit vielen, vielen Jahren kennen. Und ja, ich würde sagen, wir fangen an, wir machen das auch wieder in Englisch, damit das besser, damit das für alle auch ein bisschen flüssiger geht, nicht? Let's start with the introduction. Maybe you introduce yourself, guys.
Yeah, I'm Littlewood. I'm design director at Sumo Digital Nottingham and working on TSR.
I'm Ben Wilson. I'm a designer at Sumo Digital Nottingham. I'm also working on TSR.
Great.
I'm Evan Bader. I'm the PR manager for Sega.
Make sure that everything goes clear and it's safe and clean. Yeah. Ja, Kim kennt ihr? Ja, dann fangen wir doch einfach mal an. We have a few questions actually. And since we work on one device fits all, that makes it sometimes a bit awkward. Yeah. Why you started something like this? Why a new Sonic universe?
Why are we set to TSR in the Sonic universe?
Yeah.
Yes. Because, I mean, you know, fans of Sumo Digital's previous games for Sega, you know, who played particularly Sonic All-Stars Racing and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they were games, we went very kind of broad with the Sega universe, you know, lots of different franchises. We really wanted an opportunity to kind of go deep in just one universe. So the opportunity to explore the full kind of diversity of Sonic characters, Sonic locations, things like that. Also, setting it purely within the Sonic universe means that we can tell a story within that, you know, like a true kind of canon, you know, Sonic universe story, which would have been more difficult if we'd have chosen to set it, you know, in a broader context.
Because the last thing I know, Sonic Mania, the side-scroller, was very successful. Everybody, the core fan group just admired it's back again, the 16-bit, the 32-bit graphics with an upgrade. But here I found something that is, for me, it's more immersive because it provides the dash, but in a different way. Maybe about the speed. What has been actually by Sonic? Where is the speed coming from?
So yeah, we tried really hard to, you know, making another Sonic game. Tried really hard to carry across that sense of speed and always kind of chasing that momentum and gaining momentum and trying to keep it for as long as you can. And we all of our decisions when kind of thinking about like the team play and kind of boosts and how they work and how, you know, think about the chaining boosts and charging boosts and combining stunts and drifts and such like that. Like we've always had in mind, like, you know, does this kind of give us the feel that we want of kind of keeping that momentum and you know, it's got to be satisfying in that way, and we've had that kind of at the forefront of our mind.
The team actually is a very important part of that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just give us some details about how it works team-wise and what we can do there.
Yeah, so we aim to create a cooperative driving experience, which is something that, you know, is a relatively new thing in you know, particularly in kart racing games. Our aim with it was to create something that would allow people to play together. You know, I mean, the kind of like a thing we kept saying about the game earlier on is like, you know, you need to play as a team to win as a team. And so what we've done is we've put in place, rather than just having it as being a scoring thing, which I think would have been, you know, a weaker way to do it, we've integrated the team experience into the main gameplay. So we have a series of different team actions you can perform that allow you to help your teammates and allow them to help you. Just to quickly cover those, we have a slingshot, which is where a teammate leaves a yellow trail behind them. If you follow that trail, you charge up a boost. And there's skim boost, where if you get spun out, you get slowed down. If a teammate travelling at full speed skims past you, they will catapult you back up to full speed. Really takes the edge off the frustration of getting spun out. We also have item transfers, so you collect item boxes which turn into wisps all around the track. If you want, you can transfer that to a teammate. You can send it to them, you can request them back from them. And whenever you transfer an item, it becomes more powerful. So the way of getting the most powerful items in the game, most powerful wisps, is to make sure you're transferring them. And finally, we have a rival takedown, which is, you know, if you take down a rival team on the track, you spin them out, you gain some extra ultimate points, and the ultimate meter is kind of like the end result of all your players' team as a team. And the idea of the ultimate meter is that as you're performing these different team actions, you're constantly charging it up. When it's full, it allows you to unleash the team ultimate boost, which is the fastest and most powerful boost in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. I just played it, and maybe I translated for our audience. Es ist die Möglichkeit vorhanden, jetzt zum Beispiel mit Sonic also mehrere Leute können an dem Spiel teilnehmen und können sich gegenseitig helfen, können sich gegenseitig im Spiel ergänzen und Items zuschieben, mit denen es ihnen möglich ist, nicht so schnell aus dem Spiel rauszufallen. Genau genommen wird man eigentlich fast gezwungen, zusammenzuspielen. Huh? But you can also actually play it alone. You can play it by yourself. Yep. So the artificial intelligence realizes. Yeah, and takes over and brings your team also with you in one thing, which is very clever. But you also can play it with 4 players, so actually 8 players can perform that game.
Well, you can have up to 12 players in
12
total.
players.
It's a 12-player online game.
Wow.
You can play 4-player split screen.
Wow.
You can mix split screen play with online play. So I think like the best way to play the game actually is you and 2 friends playing split screen on a local machine and play against other players worldwide.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, since the monitors have already bigger sizes, yeah, it's something that you can provide now better with high quality. Yeah, what quality is it? We're talking 2K, 4K, I don't know.
So we're not talking specifically about resolutions or other technical specs at this point. We're still in the process of optimizing and refining the game. So when it launches, we're aiming for something that looks great and drives as smoothly as we can.
No, I saw the textures already look amazing. Yeah,
thank you.
We talked about that before. Design-wise, the impact of moves, of explosions, of dashes, of sounds is so strong. Yeah, because it has to be. But on the other side, you have to make sure that people don't get confused by all that impact from information they get. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. That was another thing when designing this game, because so much of the moment-to-moment interaction is so new to arcade racing. Like, nobody's done team racing before, so these kind of actions that you're doing and thinking about and the strategy that comes with it is kind of a new task. So we were cognizant of not wanting to overload the player, not wanting to kind of give them too much to deal with at once, or confuse them with kind of just small things that are going on that are kind of, too much to kind of handle. So, the actual moment-to-moment actions that you're doing to help your team out or to get help by your team are kind of small, easy to kind of comprehend things, but you'll kind of realize this as you play more and get more experience, that those kind of building blocks, as we kind of think of them as, they stack up and can be used in more and more situations, and can even be layered on top of each other and combined to kind of optimize your route through the track.
Because me as an older gamer, against very highly competitive gamers that know all the racing game, the fun races, this is really an upgrade, I see, and I really feel that you really added a huge layer on top of all these fun racing game with this very group orientated and still fun bringing experience that you can play as a single player, but as a group it's really, I was really wow, positively shocked. I didn't expect that. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because Sonic always, everybody talks about the guys running, and we have this bit stuff, and it's new. It's just new. Yeah. And I know that Sonic tried a lot of times to change the perspective, the POV, but here it works really, really, really cool, and I like it. And where is it going to be released?
It's coming this winter.
And on which platforms?
We're launching on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, via Steam, and Switch.
And Switch?
Yep.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. So that's really cool.
We love the Switch. So,
we too. It's a great tool.
Yeah.
And you are, I mean, we have. I don't want to mention, but from all the fundraisers that we know, we have another product, and when you consider Mario Kart, and this is this starts to be interesting. This is a new field. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are lots of people on the team, including myself, who are huge Mario Kart fans, and
Guess
you know
so.
we also have lots of people who are big fans of our previous racing titles as well. You know, like the All Stars Transform games.
Okay.
So, you know, when we came to make Team Sonic Racing, you know, we already knew that if we tried to be just like Mario Kart, that was not going to be enough. And as you know, designers and developers, I mean, you ask any developer, they always want to do something new and different anyway, because that's what's cool about the job, is like exploring new ideas.
Right.
So we wanted to have something where players could come to it having played those games, and there would be enough familiarity in terms of the handling feel and the basic mechanics of the game. And you know, we still kept that kind of core handling feel of the previous titles. But what we've done is we've added this team element, which introduces this kind of new strategic layer on top of the game experience. So whilst people find it familiar, there's also lots of new things for them to discover and lots for them to learn when they play the game. So yeah, I think it's set itself, hopefully we're setting ourselves a bit apart from that, and people can see that, you know, there's value in what we're doing as much as they can see, you know, how great, you know, something like Mario Kart 8 is as well.
Right.
So I think, you know, we're definitely in our own place as well.
Yeah, definitely. Last two questions. How long did you develop that game?
So we've been working on it for about 2 years now.
2 years. That's pretty short. How big is the team?
So at peak, I think we got up to about 80 people.
Really? Wow.
It's grown over that 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always been that. I mean, most of the time it was much smaller. When we were in the initial concept phases, it was just a few of us talking about what we could do.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's, you know, we're building on, you know, Sumo's, you know, 15 years now of expertise at building racing games. I mean,
Okay.
Sumo has a lot of people in-house who have spent decades building racing games, so we had all that experience to draw on when we were building this game. So even though, you know, it's a, you know, relatively short amount of time with, you know, for these days what isn't a huge team, that kind of allowed us to get, should I say, like a boost start to the development. So yeah, that's helped us an awful lot.
Really cool. Really cool. How many maps? Can you say something? How many maps are going to be provided?
So there'll be 21 tracks
Cool.
on release, and you can play each of those tracks in the mirrored mode as well. So
What means? What means
so
mirror
you
mode?
can play it with where it's all inverted.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a variant of each track.
Okay.
So left turns become right turns,
Really?
vice versa.
So for who's? I never heard about that. I don't know about anything about mirror mode. You know.
It's in quite a few
We had it
racing
in-
games.
we had it in Transform.
We had it in Transform.
Okay. Okay.
It just freshens up the tracks a bit. You see the
I
tracks in
see.
new
I
light.
see. I see. That's good.
Gives a bit more diversity for players to enjoy.
Right.
So 21 tracks.
Wonderful. And by the way, you received an award, Best Casual
We did.
Game, Team Sonic Racing by Koch Media, for Koch Media Gamescom. I think this is on a good track and a very speedy one, and I'm sure when it's hitting the stores, this will be a burner. Thank you so much. It was
Thank
a
you very
pleasure
much.
talking to you guys. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.